Hello!
Hello!
Good to see you, Jordan.
Good day, sir.
How's everyone
And
doing?
to all the explorers in the chat.
That is correct. What's going on over in the chat?
Tonight is
And
British night.
the lady is 8 months pregnant. Don't think we're getting another trivia night for a while. Michelle, you'll notice Michelle is not here right now. That is because she is studying for an exam. She most likely won't be joining us today, except for potentially popping in maybe to say hello. But otherwise, she's busy trying to get ready for that exam. So, how's everyone doing? Happy Tuesday Night Live. We got everybody.
First up, she's a mom. What is she doing? Taking exams?
She's
School is the ship that sailed.
she's breaking the
Or is it
glass
driver's
ceiling.
exam?
That's it. That was like what's
Glass
the thing?
ceiling.
She's breaking the glass ceiling, getting trained,
That's right.
getting more letters,
Shattering.
more letters after. Let's see what we're doing here. How's everyone doing in the chat over there? Good to see you guys. Thanks for joining us tonight. I see some new faces over there. Jack, Sandy Claus, Logan, welcome to the chat. Have you been here before? I don't know.
Welcome. I like the name.
Oh, Betty and the Beast noticed the Ordinary Adventures video with the ride footage featured in it. Yeah, we know Peter and Kitra a little bit, and they reached out for the footage, and we said sure, absolutely. Jordan and I wish we probably should have gone live after that happened, because I called you very excitedly to talk about Splash Mountain, and we talked for like an hour. It would have been a very in-depth.
We had a lot of we had a lot of company saving ideas, I think, in those matter of moments.
It's true. I mean, where we landed was we are very well. I don't know if I can speak for you. I am very excited about the redo, the renovation to the ride. I think partially it's because I really like Princess and the Frog. I think Princess and the Frog songs are excellent, and so I was really excited about it. But for me, what it's really about is taking the best land in Disneyland, New Orleans Square, and expanding it for that whole stretch. And I think Disney should double down, and that whole area should become a bayou. I think the Hungry Bear needs to go. That can become Tiana's Place or some sort of Louisiana on the river kitchen. All that stuff backed by Critter Country can transform into some form of bayou style stuff, whether it's a shack out there, put some moss all over the place. I think that sounds awesome. And then, Jordan, we get to where we landed, which is
There's an anomaly in Critter Country, isn't there?
There is.
There's one beloved attraction that just has nowhere to go.
It's true. The 100-Acre Wood.
Or to transport to. Yeah.
The 100-Acre
I love
Wood.
Winnie the Pooh.
It's a great ride. It's one of the best dark rides in Disneyland. But it doesn't belong in the bayou.
It doesn't belong unless we try to put like a Cajun spin on the 100-Acre Wood. The 100-Acre Wood? No, that's too southern. Because Pooh and them, they're more British.
I don't know where you're going with this anymore. I don't
know either. I just like the idea of Pooh on Bayou, but there might be a better way to do it.
I'm seeing, so in the comments right now, it is coming up, the inevitable thought, right? Yes, Laura points out, please don't touch my beloved Pooh Bear. Andrew, no, stop it. Joey. Ed asking the same question. So it all keeps coming up. What do you do with Pooh? I think there's a big opportunity here that is never going to happen.
But it makes much sense. It makes more sense.
Yep. So let's get crazy. Let's remove Winnie the Pooh completely. Let's lift.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Not there. It's not there.
Critter
Country.
There.
Keyword.
So you lift Pooh. You're moving a Pooh on out of there because, and I know people are going to want to be like, why would you do this? But a great Disney animated film, The Rescuers, takes place in the heart of the bayou, and it works perfectly in that area. And if you did a Rescuers themed dark ride in that particular area, New Orleans Square would become, hands down, the best land in Disneyland,
It
potentially
makes so
in
much
any
sense.
Disney park.
You could ride the little like rickety like jet ski sea-doo thing that she's on, and you go through, or I don't know. I don't know. There's just so many potentials. Also, the we'll be quieter. We'll be quieter. the This is how excited we are about the rescuers in New Orleans Square. But think of it. They're mice. They're just little simple animatronics. It'd be like the perfect C-ticket attraction, just like Pooh is now, where it's just you walk through. Doesn't have to be more than 3 to 4 minutes. You go through, you see the things, you relive the scenes. You're on the Bayou through most of it. You get out and you have this brand new version of Splash Mountain just to the side. It'd be the best. I mean, it would enhance what is already the best part of Disney.
Ed says, except no one remembers either Rescuers movie, and they both kind of flopped hard. Also, they don't sell any merch at all.
Because there isn't any merch. If there was Rescuers merch, I would be on it.
It's true. Also, I think that a well-themed Disney ride doesn't need a popular movie. Actually, how popular was Splash Mountain? That's a mic drop. I gotta yell at close the door again.
Yeah, he's got a point. The Rescuers, I think there's at least within our age range. I think it's a little beloved. It's not the best Disney movie by any hands, but stretch of the imagination. But it's definitely one of the best. I think probably Winnie the Pooh is maybe the funniest Disney character of all time, but a very close second is Orville the albatross from the Rescuers. Watch that scene where he's taking off for the first time. It's
hilarious.
It is the funniest. I laugh out loud every time.
So, moral of the story here is we think that it's a really... I know it's not a popular IP, but man, could it be great. And it would fit perfectly, and I think people would eat up another solid, like, new constructed dark ride, something that's original to Disneyland that's not in any of the other parks. It for sure would get a larger audience than Winnie the Pooh currently gets, which isn't much. Like, that's still one of the only rides that can hold a 5-minute wait the majority of the day.
Sure.
So, I think...
That's the thing, I think I like the idea. I like the novelty of taking maybe not a super popular or recent ride and doing something with it. I know they're making rides for like the Renaissance movies. You got Beauty and the Beast in Tokyo coming out and Little Mermaid. But I love the idea of going further back and doing something with the Rescuers. Or can you imagine if they like pulled from that catalog a little more, like a Sword in the Stone ride or a Jungle Book ride or a Robin Hood ride, just a little further back, and it just opens up, because those may not be the movies that came out while we were growing up, but they're still the movies that we grew up with, and I still think there's a huge appreciation. There's a market for those. So there isn't any merch for Rescuers. If they release merch as a test to show the popularity of the Rescuers, I would get on it. I would buy some.
Ed points out, honestly, I would do some sort of Dr. How do you say the last name? I love Princess and the Frog, but I've never been able to say it right. Felicia? How do you say it?
Fettuccine.
No. Journey to the Other Side type of ride, which sounds cool, but I worry about turning the whole area into a Princess and the Frog land. I like the idea better of multiple properties in a New Orleans themed environment. So... I'm still Rescuers, but we're not even through this yet. Hold on. Because we said we were lifting
What do we do with Pooh?
Yeah. Pooh can't just be gone. It's one of the best dark rides in the park. Except there happens to be a whole nother park just across the street that features a land called Grizzly Peak. And if you
Isn't Grizzly just a kind of bear?
It is, Jordan. And California Adventure is constantly lacking small little dark rides like that. Monsters Inc. pulls a large crowd because there's not enough small dark rides. So, if you move Pooh to Grizzly Peak, you've added a new attraction into that little land area that's enhanced that whole land. While
And
also,
it works.
Yes.
It works without touching up
Thematically.
anything.
The 100-acre wood functions there. Oh,
Yeah, especially like in that, you could even put it in the Redwood playground area. Or I can't imagine it takes up that much of a footprint than what. Like I feel like there's space for it. How do they do it? How would they do it?
what, move Pooh? They'd have to take all the animatronics up. And then, I mean, there's a cost. You're rebuilding the ride, but you're recycling a lot of the animatronics. So,
Sure.
see, I think, Laura, I think they can do
saves the
that.
park.
I think they can keep Grizzly Peak as is and kind of use some of the space that's over in the back. And now, don't get me wrong, I'd have to look at the actual aerial view of California Adventure to see if this is possible. But there is that little San Francisco street right before Pixar Pier that they could probably carve into some of that stuff, a show building.
It's been so long since I've been to. I'm trying to visualize the map.
Or you could put it in the empty building that wants to be wants to be a million years to be in. See, that works.
Where was that in?
That's
in
over
California?
that's over by the that's over by Hollywoodland, over by Monsters Inc.
Okay. I think that's prime property, and I think sooner or later that will all turn marble.
You think so?
I think so. I don't hope so, because
Well,
I like that space.
Monsters Inc. is obviously not going to stay there forever, but I don't know why they can't move that either somewhere. I don't know. Who knows, man? Oh, it starts to get complicated when you start lifting everything, because the reality is, like, Little Mermaid doesn't belong in Pixar Pier either. That should be going over to Fantasyland.
Technically, it's not in Pixar Pier. It's in not Paradise Pier. Paradise. They have a little name for that stretch where the Little Mermaid is and Goofy's Sky School is. But as we were going off tangents in our conversation earlier, we also noticed the faults of Pixar Pier and their simple solutions to those, just to get everything cohesively thematic.
Mm-hmm.
And it starts with transforming those jellyfish.
It's not hard to just throw Nemo and Marlin, or sorry, not Nemo, Marlin and Dory, like just little, what's the word? Plexiglass like statues on top of the jellyfish, and all of a sudden, boom.
Finding Nemo's jumping jellyfish.
Spock asking, "What do you guys think of the Star Wars land there?" I am a big fan.
I'm pro.
Of the two. It's hard to find fault in it. It's more of, I don't know. It's not. I guess it's just been a second since I've been there, and I've only been on Rise of the Resistance once, and that just bums me out. Like, it's so.
It's
good.
worth doing twice. I gotta say.
Well, thank you.
I think you should try to get on it at least one more time.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give up on it.
Chris Clark, fan of the Sword in the Stone ride.
And it doesn't, like, the things with those, I think Disney should go hard. You know, we have these multi-million-dollar expansions. Okay, we're gonna have a Spider-Man ride, and it's gonna be revolutionary, and you do this. We're gonna have Avengers ride, and you're actually gonna do this. But people love those Fantasyland dark rides. For the cost that it's gonna take to do this Avengers e-ticket, they could install at least, I would think, at least four to six, C-ticket crowd eating Fantasyland style dark rides.
Yeah.
Honoring the movies like Sword in the Stone, like Mary Poppins.
Well, I know you really want Mary Poppins, yeah. Andrew really wants a Chippendale Rescue Rangers ride, which, couldn't you argue, the Gadget Coaster, right?
I think, yeah, I definitely would say that.
The Gadget Coaster is the Rescue Rangers. They should just add to that. But she is part of the team. Also, in the question, hold on, I saw two questions. Blue Wanderer asked, what happened to the Star Wars Hotel? So, Star Wars Hotel is only coming to Florida. It's not going to be in Disneyland. and it's still happening. It's just on hold right now while they
I think
reassess.
everything's a little slow, reined in right now.
Well, how about the news about the Tron coaster? I was sort of surprised by that. I figured that was a full go.
What have you heard?
Well,
Because
it's
maybe I
they
haven't heard yet.
they announced that it's delayed.
See, I've heard that construction has continued.
So
But
construction did continue, but they said that that was going to be one of the rides that wasn't going to open on time, and that's why I was
yeah, okay.
curious because I didn't know. I thought they were farther along on it.
See, I'm wondering what the see when I first read the blog about the Disney Parks blog about Splash Mountain, in my mind, I was thinking, okay, this is going to be a lot further down the road. This will be at least a year or two before they even close down Splash Mountain to even start it, because they got to finish all the. Epcot is still lying unfinished right now. They've done the demolition part, and they haven't done the rebuild part for the most part. And
Oh
so
my gosh!
that something's got to happen there. Plus, they got Tron half built, so I'm wondering where Splash Mountain's gonna fall in this timeline. And yeah, that says Cosmic Rewind. The Guardians ride is also like half assembled right now too.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like
I
everything's
had a
being.
point when I started this tangent, but I can't.
It sounds like everything's being pushed back kind of a year, except for a few of the things that were very far along, i.e., Ratatouille, which is basically done,
Right.
and then Avengers Campus, which is basically done. Like they have a few cosmetic things to do, but I think the Spider-Man ride's mostly done. There's a bug in here. Weird.
Joe's water.
Betty brings up a good point. Also, hi, Jenny. Betty brings up a good point. Can we bank on Oogie Boogie's Bash being canceled at Disneyland since Halloween Party is canceled at Walt Disney World now? Probably.
Bank it.
We did not save Halloween. Not enough people wore masks.
I wonder if I have a feeling you'll be in the parks at least by then.
Probably. I'm sure Disneyland will open. Although the California governor is really cracking down. Like we're borderline backpedal mode right now.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see what happens. I don't know. It's sort of a
It's
bummer.
It's an interesting approach.
There's a haunted.
Living in Florida.
Yeah, I know. There's a haunted event by the Queen Mary called Queen Mary Dark Harbor. It's like one of the big Halloween events out in LA, and they just pulled the plug on that yesterday, which is interesting because Halloween Horror Nights is still assembling their mazes. So
There was a video on Twitter the other night from someone who lived close to Universal Orlando, and they could see the lights and hear the soundtrack of something. I think it was a Killer Clowns from Outer Space, something from that soundtrack. They could hear blaring like they were testing or getting something ready over there.
interesting.
So, who knows?
It's gonna be, I don't know. Yeah, Blue Wanderer, is trick-or-treating going to be a thing this year? It's like a real sad realization. So Michelle and I moved into this house, and I was really excited. I mean, obviously, we talk about it all the time. We love Halloween. And one of the things that sounded so cool about having an actual home is, like, people coming to your doors to trick-or-treat and seeing the kids and being like, oh, costume's awesome. And then, like, Michelle and I used to always, like, put, like, a mini haunted house kind of outside of our parents' house growing up, and so when we had our actual place we kind of wanted to do the same thing. And now it's like pretty obvious that that's not happening this year. I just don't think trick-or-treating is a possibility, right? It's not safe. There's no way that's safe, going door to door handing out candy.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird. But also for the same token, because in the parks, a big part of the Halloween parties and whatnot is going and getting all the candy and whatnot.
Yeah, but that's eliminated now.
That's true.
What do you?
But I think that more so. I know we're talking about trick or treating, but I'm going back to at least maybe on like a silver lining kind of thing. I think Disneyland and the parks here in Florida, they're only going to have a certain amount of capacity And I think right now, the capacity that they're allowed to let into the parks right now is still less than a normal party's attendance would be.
Yeah.
And so right now they're looking and saying it's not worth it. And it's like I wouldn't be surprised if things hopefully start changing, go on a decline, and maintain that way, that there might be some last minute kind of, maybe they'll have something actually as it should be, I think, at least in October.
No, yeah, that's a good
instead
point.
of starting in August.
Yeah, and
Because right now we can't really plan in August. And maybe it's safer right now, instead of saying, okay, buy tickets for October and not being unsure. We can pretty much eliminate August, the parks being able to handle that capacity right now. But September might look different, and October will hopefully look a lot different. Then maybe come at the end of September, they'll say, okay, we're going to have 5 parties this month or something like that.
I think that's a possibility. Also, that would, I mean, it's going to sell out no matter what. Like, it's not a,
Right.
that's not going to be an issue for them. So, also, Laura, that's so nice. I'm just commenting now. I'm going to let Jordan finish, but Buster is coming this year. Buster isn't his name, but he's coming.
That's not a trick. It'll be a treat.
Aw, that was nice too. Man, what are we going to do? It's been a while. At least you've been to a theme park, and you're going to another one tomorrow.
I'm actually going to the same one tomorrow,
Wow.
but we'll be doing different things there. Those who have been following along, I've got the thing that goes on the wrist. So
Is it comfortable?
get ready.
How are you going to flip
hard.
it? Can you flip it
It's
towards
hard.
your face? Oh, Jesus.
Oh, yeah. I can. Hey. So this is how I'm going to be riding tomorrow.
I am very excited for what will inevitably occur.
It's supposed to rain a lot tomorrow too. So this is the waterproof case, right? I haven't GoPro'd in so long.
Yeah.
This is waterproof.
Yes.
Or do I need the
No, it's
floaty?
waterproof.
Okay.
So that means you're planning on going on...
They're probably not going to let me wear my hat
what? Oh, on the roller coaster?
on the roller
Yeah,
coasters.
no way. That's going to come off. You're going to have to go without a hat.
That's
Also-
worse than not wearing a mask. That's going to be, I'm going to feel like naked.
Spock asked if we're friends
Any-
with the Hatbox Ghost.
I don't know him. I've seen him. I've actually seen him at the mansion in California.
I wave at him every time we go by, but yeah, same thing. He sort of keeps to himself.
I don't know if he's very approachable, just judging by. I mean, he's
Stayed
always
hidden for a
smiling,
long
yes,
time.
but he's got a sort of way about him.
Flight of the Navigator.
It is a Disney movie.
Yes, it is on Disney Plus if you want to watch it.
Also, to connect Flight of the Navigator to the parks, one of the models one of the smaller models, which is still pretty big, it got of the Navigator. It's been so long, I don't know what the spaceship was called. I'm assuming it was called the Navigator, but one of those Navigator models is in Tomorrowland in the Magic Kingdom. It's repainted silver, and it's like the roof over one of like the popcorn stands or something.
Really?
Well, now I'm gonna double check.
I am excited.
I'm almost positive. I am positive. I just want to Flight of the Navigator in the Magic Kingdom. I could even be more specific and say Tomorrowland.
Do you know what brought up? We haven't talked about it yet. I just realized, but what brought up today's title of the video is like what other rides might change, similar to Splash Mountain. Was today I saw a petition to have the oh,
So it's painted red. It was silver in the movie, I believe.
is it
But
an
it's painted
actual
red.
prop or is it just kind of a recreated?
I want to. Wait, hold on. The title of this article is "Whatever Happened to Flight of the Navigator." No, I'm sure it's there. I'll check. I'll check when I go. Oh, we didn't talk about it you were starting something. I am interrupting you.
No, it's fine. We have two. There's two. We just keep going on tangents. This is what happens when
We need
Michelle's not
Michelle
with
here
us. I know.
sometimes.
I know. It's such a mess.
Um,
So first thing I was gonna say is what other rides could potentially change similar to Splash Mountain, and all that started was because I saw a petition today requesting that Haunted Mansion remove the hanging body in the elevator scene. And I didn't know how to feel about it, so I was curious how you guys all feel about it. I know there's going to be an immediate reaction of not a fan. Yeah, I know, Jenny. But is there a reason? I'm just trying to think. Is there a reason that I should, that I guess we should feel that way? I don't know. I know. I love it. I love it, and Jordan and I were talking about it right before we got started today. Something that's weird about it is, like, even the first time I went on the ride, I remember Jordan pointing to it and showing me, and I was like, that's so dark for a Disney ride. And now I'm kind of like, I love it as much as you guys do, but I'm wondering if it I don't know. I don't know what you do with it, cuz
it within the Haunted Mansion, it is the most. I'm not pro or against it at this point, but it is the most out of place thing that happens in the whole experience. Because, like we were saying, Haunted Mansion, for the most part, is scary with a touch of goofiness.
Yeah.
Like there's a little bit there's a little bit of light against all the dark, so you can just sort of find things to laugh about. But that scene it's precursed by a flash of darkness and then a blood-curdling scream. This horrifying image above you. There's nothing really funny about it. And so coming from that perspective, I don't know if anything changes within that. I don't think that hurts the ride in any way if it's not there.
I don't think it does either, but at the same time, I like it as is. I know a lot of people have that same argument for Splash Mountain right now, and it's a challenge. I mean, so Jenny,
I think that's an okay opinion to have. I think especially with these things especially rides and experiences that have been attached to our memories, I think it's okay to say, I'm going to miss it because I like it, or I want it to stay.
Yeah.
Because I like it. I think that's valid.
Jenny points out the same principal idea of the hanging scene, the ghost house, my way. That scene is the same as the storyline of you falling out of the window at the end, which is essentially you dying, and then you.
I think that is lost
ghost.
on a lot of people. That idea,
but
because I didn't. I had to have that spelled out for me.
Well, but now that you know it, it's pretty obvious, right?
I think for the most, it's not like a Tower of Terror style free fall that you would think.
No,
it's
no.
slow incline down the side of the hill. I think it's better. It's a better idea in concept, than in
execution.
And we still leave. We don't die. we don't become the 1,000th ghost.
Fair
so assuming.
Fair point.
The idea.
I just I don't know, man. We'll see. I wonder what else is going to change. Like, you guys in the comments right now, what other rides do you think are kind of potentially in danger of getting a retheme, just based on story concepts? Because obviously a lot of these rides were designed in a different time, and some of those things have not translated well over the years. And so, yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, even Splash Mountain, none of Splash Mountain is done in a harmful sense. Whatever's in that ride is not. We talked about that last week. How, like, there's nothing there that's meant to be specifically harmful. But
right.
I didn't think Disney would change it, and they did. And, I mean, like we realized from the concept art, obviously this is a plan that has been going on for longer than just a petition. Like, it started well over probably a year ago.
Oh, I think so too. I think it's been in the works for probably even longer, but I also think current events have sort of put it a little more on the forefront.
So, in the comments, real quick, first of all, Laura, that's a good point. I'm too afraid to give anyone any ideas. But
Yeah.
do you see Ed and Jenny with Jungle Cruise? And I mean, let's be honest here, guys. Are Jungle Cruise days numbered as we know
No.
it? What are you talking
As
about? There's a whole movie coming out that
that's what I,
Go ahead.
no, you're right. I think even if we're not talking about the current climate, Jungle Cruise was going to change post the release of the movie
Yeah.
in some capacity. And I think now there is a specific scene that is somewhat problematic that I think we don't lose anything by replacing that with a rock audio animatronic. You know, I I used to be like, oh, The Rock, he's just The Rock. But he's delightful in every single movie.
Yeah, I don't
He's
disagree.
got a huge passion for Disney and Disneyland. His Disney movies are awesome. I don't think he's right at all for Jungle Cruise and for the style of Jungle Cruise, but I have no doubt that I'm going to thoroughly enjoy his performance in Jungle Cruise. But I still don't want The Rock in. I don't want him there in Jungle Cruise.
It's coming
but
like a freight train, man.
it is.
I'm sure there's concept out there already. Michelle's gonna be furious. So I don't know. What's to say? So what? The Rock is gonna be a permanent skipper on the ride? Probably just somewhere on the shore. I mean, we don't know what the movie is yet.
They're going to add a rock. Yeah, I think, like you said, they're going to add something on the shore. They're probably going to replace the headhunter scene. I would think, I'm hoping, and there better be, in my mind, there needs to be a cameo scene with Trader Sam. Trader Sam needs to play in the Jungle Cruise. He needs to be some unconventional celebrity. If you guys go and watch my old when the trailer first came out, I had a lot of feelings when that first trailer came out. And I think one of the things I said, Trader Sam needs to feature prominently, shortly, just like he does in the ride, and it needs to be some goofy celebrity cameo that you wouldn't expect. And I think I had said Fred Willard would be my choice for Trader Sam, because it would just be I just think he could play that character so well, just sort of this weird, goofy guy who lives in the jungle and is trying to make deals. So sadly, that won't be the case that we know of.
That's so sad.
But going back full circle, I think Trader Sam, should he be in the movie and play well, that they might unify those with the ride as well, because Disneyland also has a different Trader Sam than we have in the Magic Kingdom.
That's right. Yes, R.I.P. Fred Willard. It's so sad.
Yes.
I didn't know. Just for a second, the way you were talking about it made me concerned that you didn't know. And I was like, no, don't make me break this to you on the live stream.
I know. That would have been... Yeah, that would have been... I was sad when I heard that. Yeah. Well, until next time. In a happy place.
Oh, I'm just curious what else. I mean, what else do you think, Jordan? What else do you think is in danger? And I shouldn't say in danger. Some of these things, and I think it's important to remember this. Like, Disneyland gets complicated because there is a lot of history there, and I think people want to preserve that park and kind of keep it as a functioning museum rather than see it advance and evolve and change over time. And I understand that because, again, the history of the fact that it's the first park. But it goes back to what Walt's quote was, right? Which is that Disneyland should never be complete.
Correct.
And so we can't be mad when changes happen. I mean, I guess you can be bummed, but you can't be mad at it because you can't say that it's not what Walt wouldn't have wanted in a certain...
For sure.
Yeah.
And I think 9 times out of 10, what they usually replace it with, it ends up being better. I have no doubt in my mind that we would choose Galaxy's Edge over the Studio Backlot Tour. The Studio Backlot Tour was amazing. It was awesome. It was fun for what it was. But you would pick Rise of the Resistance over that? You wouldn't. Say what you will about Maelstrom. Maelstrom, I love Maelstrom.
Mm-hmm.
And I think on most days I would say, you know what? Give me the Maelstrom. I would do that. But Frozen, it's well, before I commit myself to saying this, Frozen is as good. It's got some issues where literally nothing has happened, but for the most part, Frozen is good. I thought I had a third ready to go. Epcot's not a good place to talk about the replacements being better. I genuinely think Guardians will be better than
Energy Adventure.
Than the Energy Adventure, which is going to be new for that section of the park, because I think for the diehards, we're always going to say, even though I never went on it, Horizons is better than Mission Space. The World of Motion is better than Test Track. But I think if you would pull the casual park goer which makes up the general audience, they would probably choose those reworks.
Yeah, that makes
those
sense.
Other ones.
Jenny's a hard no to Frozen.
Hey, it's still profound.
And Laura is right. So Walt is quoted about treasuring nostalgia too. That's what I mean. Disneyland should always be a balance, and I think at the end of the day, Splash Mountain is going to be the same, if not better, ride. You know?
Oh, I think there's no way it's gonna be better. We talked about it. Splash Mountain.
You said there's no way it's going to be better?
No, there's no way it's not going to be better, because it is there's no questioning. For those who have tracked it down and actually seen it, Song of the South is not a good movie. It's a movie. It's fine for what it is. I mean, disregarding all of the problematic nature of it, but thematically or cinematically, it's whatever. Princess and the Frog is a through and through great property, and I think Disney's going to have a lot of fun incorporating that into Splash Mountain, which is sort of an amalgamation of all the best theme park elements. It's lengthy. It's 12 minutes long. There's a thrill portion. There's a lot of audio animatronic portions. Sometimes I get started and I don't know where I'm going. But
I
think Princess and the Frog, especially given the current climate, there's going to be a lot of eyes on this project specifically, because they're gonna want to go all the way. They're gonna want to make sure it looks great.
Geez, guys, the comments are getting a little intense about Frozen too. I'm watching over there. I'm oh man, okay. Laura, I do think that they can keep the cute possum mama, because I think a lot of that stuff will still function in a Bayou environment. You can have a lot of the critters still prevalent. I mean, you just have to sprinkle in Princess and the Frog characters throughout for it to function the same. So I would assume that you'll still get a lot of that. What's going on? Did we lose control? Also, Jenny says she saw in the 80s, she saw Song of the South in elementary school.
They released it in theaters in 1986.
And then Betty and the Beast is the same thing? What?
Yeah, it's been around a little more recently than we think. But the thing is, like Ed says, it's not a good movie. He hated it. And I think that's why it doesn't stick around. That's why it's a little... I mean, why they picked Song of the South in the first place is an interesting question as well. But
did you get an answer to that?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
That's a subtle hint for something that's coming.
Ugh.
I won't spoil it here, but something is coming.
Something is coming. I'm starting to think about, just because, well, we'll see once a baby comes. I'm sure I'll change my tune and all this stuff. But I was like trying to script in my head how I would structure a Jurassic Park the ride history video in the style that you kind of do.
Sign me up. Subscribed.
I wonder if I could do a deep dive into that, because I could get pretty passionate about that thing. I did in a video, and I got a lot of criticism for getting very passionate about it.
I want to see this.
Did you see that Jurassic Park the ride in other news? Because, okay, so in California right now, we don't know where we are at in terms of actual economy coming back. Because, like, the governor was very pro theme parks opening, and then cases started rising again, and now the governor has closed the beaches for 4th of July weekend and all this other stuff. And, like, the mayor of LA had just recently said that they would probably be pulling back on their like approval of theme parks reopening, which is an interesting predicament, because Universal recently just started refilling the water in Jurassic World the ride, which is huge, because that lends to the sign that they were probably planning on reopening, because they were everything was supposed to get the green light to go after 4th of July weekend. And now we don't know where that stands. So I don't know when Disneyland will reopen, and I don't know when Universal reopens. But Jurassic World...
City Walk is open, isn't it?
City Walk is open, but the City Walk here is much less exciting than the City Walk Bayou, like in Orlando. In Orlando, it feels more like an extension of the amusement park. In Hollywood, it feels like a mall with restaurants. And it's like, there's no reason for me to go to City Walk right now besides to get Voodoo Donuts. It's like, why would I do it? Like, so many people are going to make videos, and I know we're all excited, but it's like, there's no content there. Yeah, there's no content there for you guys.
That's why I haven't been to Disney Springs. Because I'm broke. What am I going to do there? Walk around, shop in malls.
So, Blue Wanderer asked a question that I kind of was getting at and didn't finish. Jurassic World the ride refurb seems like it's done, that they're ready to go. So whatever they did, it seems like it's ready to go, because the water is back in the boat, or water's back in, and they are testing the ride again. So what will be the changes? I don't know. A lot of people have high hopes. I have lowered my expectations as to not be disappointed, because I'm pretty sure all that will be different is a gyrosphere will be added to the ride, and I think they will have swapped out the last Indominus Rex for something else, because people hated it so much.
Do you think it's going to be a stationary gyrosphere?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it has some smoke effects or something. I don't know. But I would not expect anything. Rotating. Yeah, I would not expect anything crazy. I stand by, like, the people that were like, Jurassic World the ride is going to be huge. Like, it's going to be, this refurb is everything that we wanted it to be, and they're adding in new dinosaurs, and they're making it, this amazing ride. And now I just feel like Universal would be crazy to open that ride to the public officially when they knew it wasn't completely done. Right?
Right.
That'd be nuts.
No, it's definitely the ride you rode is Javier. The ride that was planned.
Yeah, Javier. You didn't hear, Choi? They redid the whole ride. Oh. Yeah, there's no way. So I just think people have set themselves up for disappointment again. What's going to happen is Universal Studios Hollywood is going to open. Jurassic World the ride is going to reopen. Everyone's going to ride it, and they're going to be like, this is the same ride. I can't believe Universal didn't do anything to this. There was so much stuff. And it's like...
And they're going to be disappointed and vocal.
It took me a long time to get over... Like, now I like the ride. But it took me a long time to get over the initial disappointment the first time riding, when I was like, this is not as good as the first one.
But you still maintain that opinion, right?
It's not as good as the first. It's not as good as the first one in its heyday. Like, when all the effects were.
Sure.
But now, yes, I think.
But you don't let your opinion of the original hinder your enjoyment of the current.
Not anymore. No.
Right.
I would say at the beginning, that first video where I really lay into it, and I think people get upset because I think I'm too hard on it. But if you want to see a video of me actually enjoying the ride, it's when I go on it at night that one time, just there was no reason. I just was at the park. I will go on it at night, and that's me.
Is that when it skips?
Yeah, the boat skips with going up. Blue Wanderer points out, hope they replace the pterodactyls. That's accurate. I think they did. I think that's where the gyrosphere is going. Unless they just threw the gyrosphere in there and then the pterodactyls are still laying around it.
They should put it where the Jeep used to... I'm trying to think of the layout of where that would be in the current.
I got a challenge.
Is the Jeep still there?
What do you mean? Where it would fall?
Yeah.
The cruiser? No, that's gone. That right now is a very dead, boring part in Predator Cove.
What if that was the gyrosphere?
It could have been, but I don't think it's there. I think it's over by the pterodactyls. It's in that same area. That is the same area. Also, hold on, because I gotta pick a bone with Ed. So the inside part at the end is better than it used to be, Joey, is what Ed says. Now,
rebuttal.
Visually, yes, there's a lot going on. And the first time I wrote it, that was my first thing. And it was this is very different, because it is very different. They did some serious work in there. That being said, what you're missing from the inside part that you used to have was the sense of tension that built. Because you had the T-Rex come overhead, just like the Indominus does now. But the T-Rex would come overhead, and then it would disappear for a while, and all you had was sound design, music, and fog effects. And as you approached the drop, they were trying to build the atmosphere of this T-Rex is going to bust into the room any second. And there's a guy screaming over the intercom, and there's a countdown happening to evacuation, and all this stuff is going on. And sure, it's slow, but the buildup of tension thematically sets it up so much that when the T-Rex actually comes out, it's still so impressive. It's so much more impressive than anything that happens up there right now. And that's a bummer. Because there's so much going on that they've chosen to sacrifice story for spectacle, which, surprise, is not a new thing to Universal in their movies. It's just annoying.
Yes. One thing I hate about the... See, I like the end scene where it does seem like there's a lot going on, but you spelled it out, and I remember going, and they had the sound design, so it felt like he was running around, or didn't he get attacked at one point? And you're he's close.
Well, yeah, he comes down through the roof. At first, he's over you, and you're and it's a first teaser of it.
Right.
And then you go around the corner, and they're we're going to evacuate you. Stay in the boat, blah, blah, blah. And then they count down, and then the T-Rex comes through the mist. And that doesn't happen anymore either. There's no more a mist thing. So,
I hate the idea that we as guests could be in mortal danger, and the best thing that our heroes Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard can do is talk to us through a camera. Stay calm. Everything's gonna be fine. I would rather see them. I would rather them actually be proactive and try to help me.
But they can't be. I don't know. There's just no animatronics. I was gonna say that it's hard to do animatronics outside. That's why Disney's animatronics, the majority of those animatronic heavy rides are inside attractions. But Jungle Cruise does it. So, and that ride's old.
Some of those animatronics are literally in the water.
Here we go. Laura, Imagineers, please come up with a non-IP original concepts for attractions. Walt's originals Imagineers were so creative. Ugh.
Insert Citizen Kane clapping GIF right now. The thing is, I think with the current state of Imagineering, there are probably dozens, if not hundreds, of ideas like this. But right now, in upper management, IP is making the money. And so it's a bit more riskier for them to make a multi-million-dollar investment on bigger things. I definitely want more original IP concepts, but I don't think if they were ever greenlight, they would ever have the budget that these actual IP attractions are getting. At least with the new and current CEO. I'm waiting for Ed to chime in with his lovely moniker for the current CEO, Mr. T-Peck.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, right now nothing's making money at Disney, so you have to wonder.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to do something
But
original.
yet they're greenlighting big, huge attractions. It's like, how do you do that? I wouldn't have expected any kind of, announcement like this for a long time, because it's there's a big question if the stuff that is already been started even gets finished in a timely manner.
Sorry, why don't you make an animatronic of you guys? Which makes me nervous. I don't want a robot version of me. I just don't trust it.
You don't have to trust it. You just have to... I could get behind an animatronic.
Of you?
Animatronic me. Where would we put it? If there was an animatronic you, what ride would you be installed in?
Well,
I'm asking you, but also thinking for myself. And I think I'd pick Tiki Room.
You would be the only human animatronic at Tiki Room.
I would
just
be literally
a guy
swinging on a perch in the corner. Not even singing along. I would be dressed up as me, as a spectator, but up in the rafters with the tiki birds. That's where I want to be most of the time anyway.
It's true. Ed says we'd be Stantler and Waldorf, which is accurate.
I'd be okay with their spot as well.
You just have to feed it and love it for the animatronic. Oh, what are we gonna do?
It's simple.
It is. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see what happens to Disney. It's like hard to be excited right now because I just can't see a scenario where I am at the park for several months.
You are not going to like the next thing I'm going to say.
What?
Because it's going to feel like salt in the wound. But Disney World tickets for annual pass holders went up this week as well.
That's right.
And they did it really strangely where they tiered it off. So people who already have resort stays and are staying in a hotel, they had access to make reservations for tickets like 3 days in advance. And their tickets went up for sale or went up for grabs at 7 a.m. on that day. And so for annual pass holders, they decided that they weren't going to throw it up at any specific time. They were going to go up when they go up. So me expecting 7 a.m., got up early. I got up at 6:30 to make my reservations for the parks. We're only limited to 3. Not only. We are limited. We're limited to only 3. So it's important that we get there. And so I got up at 6:30, expecting them to go up at sale at 7. And by the time I got online, everything for the first 3 days were already gone within 15 minutes of them launching it. So going back to what Joey said, it's hard to be excited. And it's like, I feel even worse for even saying that. But I got a Magic Kingdom for the 18th, and it opens on, or not the 18th, on the 14th. It opens on the 11th. And I spent most of that morning being angry. And it doesn't make any sense at all, because I am going to Disney World when it's not an option for a lot of people. Whether it should be an option is another conversation. But right now, we're going to Magic Kingdom. But
what day are you going to Magic Kingdom?
So, I didn't tell you this, but I'm going to the Magic Kingdom on the 14th. I'm going to Hollywood Studios on the 15th, which is the day it actually opens.
Okay.
So I'll be there for opening day of Hollywood Studios, and then we're going to Animal Kingdom on that Saturday, which is the 18th, I believe. But then they also mentioned that there was going to be pass holder previews for guests.
Yeah.
I tried to.
Did they send you an alert that was happening? Because I don't even remember you saying anything.
I tried to work the channel a little bit. I even emailed Disney and said, hey, can we vlog for you guys? Can you just make sure we're going to be on the pass holder list? And they send me back like a generic, no, this is how you sign up. It's like, oh yeah, I know. I was hoping you could pat my back. Is that the term? I don't know.
So hold on a second. Did you realize that the annual pass? I didn't realize that they were doing that on Monday.
No one did. No one knew when it was happening.
They just randomly put it up.
Yes.
And people missed out.
Yes.
Spocket.
But not me.
Sorry. Spocket, guys, say you're reading the chat. Did we miss something? Oh, Betty wants you to live stream from the parks. Please do another live. I want Jordan. Remember, guys, 3. He only gets 3 visits. So a certain part of me, as much as I want Jordan to make some content so we're there with him, I also want you to enjoy the park.
Well, here's the thing. I did not get a notification at all. I still have not received the email for the pass holder preview things. But I was on Twitter, I was scrolling through at the right time, and I followed the link, and I'm going to Magic Kingdom on the 9th for the pass holder preview day. But they went quickly. But the thing is, I didn't even get a notification. It was literally right place, right time kind of thing.
Oh wait, hold on. You're going to pass holder preview?
Yeah, I was trying to build it up so it'd be this exciting thing. So I've got 4 in the books.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
So I'm going on.
Are you just gonna ride or go on Country Bears over and over again? Is that what?
My wife will be with me, so probably. I don't know what she thinks about that.
Is she a fan of Country Bears?
I think our levels of admiration for the Bears is not. I think I surpass most in my fandom.
Laura says we need Skipper HBX concept art. They're talking about Skipper animatronics is how we would play out. Buster is the nickname we have come up for Joey and Michelle's upcoming little baby boy. What's going on? Ugh.
I gotta catch up.
There's a lot. Yeah, you guys went on a tangent over there. I missed a lot of stuff. Sorry. I mean, we were so in between our, I don't know, bitterness / excitement. Well, I'm happy for you. That's awesome. I was under the impression you did not get a preview day, and I didn't even want to bring it up to you because I heard how secretive it was. So I never got a notification or anything. It was literally, I was just in the right place at the right time online. So. Well, great job.
But there was like, you can hold your breath for 6 minutes because I'm pretty sure I did it. The second I saw that, I dropped it. Then I got then it wasn't loading. And then I closed it. And I opened up a different browser. And then it's just frantic. It shouldn't have to be that way. I'm going to be excited.
It's the worst
for a time when it doesn't have to be that way. When we can all safely go back together.
Jenny says ride Haunted Mansion. I agree.
I'm going to be curious to see. I fully intend, and the last time I did this, it was a bad move, but I fully intend to open and close every single day.
I'm excited.
I don't know how my body will react to that, because doing SeaWorld the other day, it was less the. I noticed I was getting more and more tired during the day, throughout the course of the day. And my gut instinct was to blame it on the mask. But I don't think it's a mask. It's because I've been quarantined. The most walking I do is from my desk here to the bathroom and back. That walking around a theme park is a little more intense. Stay hydrated. Gonna definitely need to do that.
And
They do have
people
water.
are excited for you.
I'm excited that they're excited. I'm excited for me too. That's what I was gonna say, but I wanted to be grateful because I'm excited that I get to bring you guys along with. And we'll definitely have to do a live stream for one of those days. I'm so excited to get on the runaway railway again.
I can't believe that's the thing you're most excited about.
I'm currently, you guys will probably see it within the week, but I'm currently working on a railway-esque video right now. And so I think that has really heightened my my desire to get back on it.
It certainly is cool. I wish I could be out there. Like, it's not responsible right now for me to be in Florida. Baby is 24 days away.
You're going to go to bed tonight and end a month for the last time as
not her dad.
Without a baby in the other room.
Yeah.
When July ends, there will presumably, unless he's really late, there will presumably be a baby in the other room.
That's correct.
If not, under your arm.
That is startling information. Didn't really think about it.
Enjoy your last June. Wow. No, I said that my cadence was weird on that.
Enjoy your last June. Said very.
Enjoy your last June, man. It's because it's gonna be it's only gonna be more exciting Junes from now on.
It's true. Having a beard made wearing a face mask in hot temps made it unbearable. Had to trim the beard before going back to work. That's understandable.
The hardest thing for me is
Andrew. Just tell Michelle you need to get milk and go.
And go to Florida. Come to Florida.
I'll be right back.
We do have the best milk.
Ed. I'm excited, guys. I'm excited to be a dad. It's going to be fun. I know it'll be hard for a couple weeks while we're getting settled in, but I am excited. I wish, selfishly, that there wasn't a pandemic, because I think a lot of stuff would be a lot more exciting. Allegedly, I'll still be able to be in the room so far, so that's good.
That would be messed up if that's...
It's a real thing. For a while, that was happening in New York, man, so... That's the biggest concern right now is to stay... I mean, we're doing a full... There's a reason, like, even if the park's open, like, 14 days out from the baby coming, Michelle and I are doing a full 14-day quarantine because we just don't want to risk... You can't get sick. You, like, cannot get sick. So we gotta go ahead and do that. So, man, it's gonna be wild.
It's good to be smart.
It's true. Anyway... Good stuff. Wow, it's 7:03, guys. We're coming to the end. Does anyone else have any last-minute questions before we head out for the night? Otherwise, we can wrap it up, say goodbye. Look forward to next week, Tuesday, unless the baby arrives sometime this week, in which case... we'll see you when we see you.
Wait, is that even in the cards? I don't know a thing about early arrivals.
The baby can arrive whenever.
Even right now?
Even right now.
Call Michelle. Call her. Ask her if she's okay.
Your son's first words are going to be, bye.
Bye.
Uncle Jordan.
That would make me so happy.
Rich asks, when's the next video? Is it going to be Mickey Minis?
It will hopefully be... It'll be either Thursday or Friday.
Oh, cool. That's cool. Also, Sarah says, in which case Joey won't have any sleep and will be hilarious. That is accurate. I will let Michelle know. Thank you guys as always. She always appreciates it. Amy says you were 2 weeks early, Jordan.
How would she know? Oh, yeah. She was there.
So.
Thanks for all the labor stuff, too. They always say it's harder on the parent than it is on the kid.
Heads up on the JP video. Question mark? Is that saying I should make the JP video?
I think you should.
I think I could. I could probably write it. I should work on writing it.
Do it.
You're right.
Try to.
You deserve a little bit of time off from content. You've been making all the content. I can pull my weight over here without going.
If you want to keep it happy place style, the first third of the video will just be the introduction. If you watch the videos that I make, I don't know how to do a condensed introduction. I gotta set the stage with every little artifact. And Joey should too.
They used to have a Goosebumps attraction. And I'm working on a script. Andrew, how's your channel coming?
Oh yeah.
We are looking forward to it. You got to let us know once you get. I'm excited to see how your video comes together. I used to edit. How young were we? In 3rd grade, I started editing the first time. So what is that?
It's like 15.
3rd grade.
Yeah.
11, probably, right?
You gotta be 3 plus 6 is 9. Sorry that took so long.
That's right. Okay, so young, but we were editing when we were pretty young, so it's kind of fun to get started on that. You'll learn a lot, and you'll struggle for a while, and then you'll get good. And then the important part is that you like your stuff. Never make stuff just for other people. Make stuff for yourself. Because otherwise,
which is why the video that comes out this Friday has a very long introduction.
I love how
I like it that way.
Proof of we make videos for us instead of for to get lots of views is Hotel Mel. Which, how did Hotel Mel finish up? How did we do?
It did not do. It did okay. I think it's sitting around 700 views right now. The first week it lost 4 subscribers. We've leveled out now, so we're at like 0 or 1 right now. So.
Oh, Jason just showed up. Hi, Jason.
All right, Jason's here, so let's go for another hour.
Sarah, Buster had a 9-month intro, so he'll be good.
That is the sweetest thing. Yeah.
That's good.
Maybe Buster is why I just innately do long intros.
The Beauty and the Beast ride is not open in Tokyo yet. It's like Ratatouille. It's coming along construction-wise, but
that's right. Tokyo Disneyland opened. It's probably opening like right now, based on time zones.
Beauty and the Beast did not open, correct?
Correct. That's probably a few months out.
Yeah.
But that ride's going to be amazing. And if you have looked up the animatronics from that ride and consider if Disney is going to put those kinds of animatronics in the Splash Mountain ride, then holy moly, mackerel.
Should be exciting. I want to meet the other 12.7K people who watch. Agreed, Andrew. So do we. Whatever we... I don't know if I have anything else. I think that's the end of it.
It's just a nice chill, relaxing Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
You gonna go to sleep after this, or get a bite to eat?
How much sunlight? I'm gonna cut the lawn.
Why?
Because
do it tomorrow.
No, I want to cut it now because we're gonna with 4th of July coming out, we're gonna be out there, and I don't want bugs all over the place.
Are you gonna light anything off or just hanging out?
I think it's very illegal to light stuff off here.
It's probably smart, judging by the...
Mm-hmm. Oh, thanks, Rick, by the way. Yeah, that's a good point. Remember, guys, leave a like. I know we don't say it often because it's kind of annoying to say like, subscribe, and follow. But it is true, the way that the videos get shared, the way that the videos get put into the algorithm of YouTube, and they can continue to join the Happy Place family is if you like the video, if you share the video, if you comment on the video. Any engagement gets videos up. And that's the case for all of our videos. So if you're ever like, oh, I really liked that Twilight Zone video, but I didn't comment on it. If you even comment saying, this was great, or I hated this, whatever you do, negative or positive, YouTube looks at the algorithm, goes, boom, push this video. And all of a sudden, boom, everything starts going up.
I don't know I don't know. I don't think even YouTube knows what the algorithm is because it's so hard to. It doesn't make sense.
Andrew, I'm
But
very
you guys
excited
help
for
us.
you. I'm excited to see your success because I want to see because it can be a trying thing, YouTube. So it will be.
You have to remember. You have to remember us.
Ed, things were a bit unfocused today, Ty Vault. Fun, but all over the place. It's a good. It's a
That's
good
a
point.
good description of the channel. That should be on a shirt.
Blue Wander's right. All official fireworks have been canceled here, which is true. So we're in Santa Clarita. They've canceled. They just canceled the fireworks here. So I don't think we can light much off. It is a desert out there, folks. It is dry. So I would worry a little bit.
We've got some neighbors lighting fireworks off every night this week. Our cats are not happy.
Thanks, Jason, for liking the video. Oh, because the cats don't like the fireworks?
They get concerned. They get cautious.
Rich. Lots of ideas. LOL. It was an interesting live stream. So thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it as always. Oh, also, and I know we did it last week, but if you guys weren't here, go to the Facebook group. There was
that's
it
right.
was fun. It was fun this week. I know I had an initial blow up, but it was fun this week sharing articles talking about anything that crazy that happens Disney related. I know we got to really dive into the Splash Mountain thing on there, which was kind of fun. So, yeah, go like the Jordan will post the link to the group. Go on Facebook if you have it. Join the group, join the family, join the conversation. It's always good stuff. So, we're happy to have you there.
It's a blast.
Ed, I am about 20 minutes from Magic Mountain. I don't have a Six Flags pass anymore, but I can see if they reopen. I could easily see going back over there because, yeah, it's feasible for me to literally drive over there real quick, go on some rides, and leave, which has always been the dream. Like, that's why I'd like to live in Anaheim so badly. Jordan, you're so lucky to live so close to those parks.
I appreciated it when I just posted the group in the page if you guys want to go and check it out. Yeah, it is such a blessing to live close when you can literally make the snap decision where it's like, hey, you want to just go there tomorrow or go there right now, and then you can.
It's nice. Do you see Ty
That's right.
Tyvelt said I was going to get in and out or it was either get in and out or make the live stream, but I chose in and out. I know.
You made the right choice.
You did. As Ed pointed out, it was very crazy. Rick asked how close do you live to Walt Disney World?
I live about 25, 30 minutes. If I'm going for an opening early in the morning at like 3 a.m., then I live like 15 minutes away. It's crazy. But there's a lot of traffic here.
Oh, is that true? Am I as far from Anaheim as Ed? Ed's in San Diego, and if I am... Is Santa Clarita that's not that far.
San Diego's like 2.5 hours from Anaheim.
Maybe he's talking about somebody else.
That's what I would gauge.
Doing the math here. Map. Or to Anaheim.
It's been, as Ed has stated, it's been fun, but it's been a little unfocused as now we're searching the distance.
I am 59 minutes away. Oh, okay. I'm 59 minutes away from Disneyland. With no traffic. That's with regular, simple traffic. So that's good to know when the dates in the parks come back. See, Rich is...
As in Chula Vista? Or is Vista a little closer? I don't know.
Andrew's 2 hours away from Disneyland, 1 hour from Six Flags. Same with Betty and the Beast. Thanks, Ed. Ty Vault, don't apologize. In-N-Out is almost worth missing. It's good stuff. There is never a dull moment. Okay, guys, we should end it. You guys have stuff to do. What?
Have you guys ever seen Never a Dull Moment with Dick Van Dyke?
No.
Oh, you should. Mary Poppins is the best Dick Van Dyke movie, but Never a Dull Moment. Not a lot of people know it exists, but Never a Dull Moment is worth your time. Seek it out.
Ooh.
I don't know if it's on Disney Plus. I have it on DVD. I might put it in right now because a mood has struck by Jenny's comment. Unless she was actually recommending that movie. I don't know if she was. I think I'm rambling now.
We always rewatch the stream because we missed some stuff. LOL, it's bonkers. Maybe we gotta be better. I appreciate that everyone watches, but man, 24-hour live stream. This is one of the best streams. Keep it going. Thanks, Ad. Love you too. It's a good guys. You're a great group. You make it. You, as we say every week, are the reason that we do all this, and we.
It's not hyperbole. Not hyperbole at all.
We appreciate it. We can't. It certainly makes it. It can be, as we talked about YouTube. It can be a complicated thing that spits you out, and you don't get a lot of appreciation from. But honestly, these Tuesday live streams, interacting with you guys, has made it so much more fun, so much more enjoyable. That's why we were saying join the group. Join the group so we can keep chatting all week. It's fun. Mm-hmm. So that's it. It is always fun in the Happy Place. Hopefully, some of us will be back in the Happy Place soon. And then, hopefully, the others of us will jealously watch from across the country.
And then the next time, we'll all be there.
Maybe.
When
I don't know when I'm ever going to go again. I'm going to have a little baby, and there's going to be...
There's always the milk, go for milk idea. Just keep that in your back pocket. Mm-hmm. Michelle's studying her exam right now, so she's not going to be any the wiser about the milk idea. So just go get milk right now. Or not right now. No, we can't. The parks are still closed over here.
There'd be no reason. Also, I don't have a reservation.
Don't use the milk idea yet.
It'd be just a disaster situation. I like the Habit more than Shake Shack. That is accurate. The Habit is incredible. Guys, we can't do this. We can't do this. We gotta say goodbye. People want to go to bed.
I love how the Habit has like the peppers, and you can just use it. They actually have like the pepperoncini.
Oh, Javier, what are you doing?
Wow.
Thank you. Okay. Why are you doing that?
Because he just bought the next 22 hours.
For a complete 24-hour live stream.
I mean, I'm going to SeaWorld tomorrow.
Aw, thanks, Javier.
But if we leave this here, we'll just connect it. It'll look like this for most of the day.
Just as it is up there. Jordan, you still there? What would it, honestly, if we did a 24-hour live stream, do you think
we'd have to have
point,
blocks.
There's like 24 to 26 people who kind of consistently watch. I wonder if everybody would collectively make it.
I think you you would have to do it in blocks. Like we'd start at 9 a.m. and then we'd go for as long as we could, and then we'd binge all of the Disneyland Chronicles or something, and then that would take 3 hours or however long it was, and then we come back for another 5-6 hours, and then we binge all the Galaxy's Edge vlogs, and I don't know.
Your cats could take over for a couple hour block. Yeah, they just sleep on the camera.
It would be adorable.
I would take the day off.
Good.
Well, that's amazing.
We're doing this? Probably not tonight. I should probably at least get more than 5.5 hours sleep the night before.
Yeah, it's important. Guys, Jordan's going to go on roller coasters tomorrow for the vlog with a camera, and I am so excited. If you watch the video where he goes to Animal Kingdom and rides all the animal rides, and he goes on Expedition Everest and films himself screaming, I don't know the last time you have been on a roller coaster that is like the roller coasters at SeaWorld, like a real roller coaster. Probably we were at the last SeaWorld.
Yep, that would have been a full, just plain roller coaster.
Yes,
that is all about height and speed.
Take some medication. Make sure you're good. I don't want you getting sick.
Yep, I bought some poppers.
What?
Well, I can't
Hey
remember what they're
Chase,
called.
Disneyland Today joined.
Ew.
We're right at the end here. We've been saying goodbye for a good 30 minutes.
See, the regular content on the channel is 1/3 introduction. Happy Place Live is 1/3 conclusion.
Mm-hmm. That's accurate. Oh, it's okay, Chase. You didn't miss out on much. We had it's been a wild stream.
The rest of the chat may enlighten you.
Can you do a Goofy stream? Ed wants to hear a Goofy scream on the roller coasters.
I don't know if I could do it on the roller. I can't even do it. Ah! No, don't look at me. Don't look at me. What time is it here? No, that came out high pitch. Because there's a little bit of a bellow to it. Wait, why can't I can hear it in my brain. Hold on. Yo! Hold on. One more, I'm going to give it one more.
That's not a Diet Coke.
I do not like this, so I cannot endorse this soda. I'm still working on the same 12-pack.
Yo!
All right, to answer Ed's question, no. I thought I could. I believed I could up until about 45 seconds ago.
I can't do Goofy, and I just watched Jordan embarrass himself, so I certainly would prefer not to do it. I can do Mickey Mouse. You can probably do Mickey Mouse, right?
No, I'm not doing it anymore. You do one, please. You do one.
Mickey Mouse is easy. You just got to be like, you're right. This is embarrassing being on the spot.
Because you're about to learn you don't do it as well as you think
That's
you do.
True.
That's what just happened to me.
What is it? Oh, boy. No, the laugh wasn't good. I can say, oh, boy, and that's it. That was pretty good.
Okay. I like doing the... I could do the Donald. Well, give me something. Give me what is a Donald like? Phooey. Oh wait. I'm not gonna do it again. Yeah.
Amy, prepare your impressions for next week.
I just need to practice. I didn't do warm-ups. I didn't do my vocal warm-ups. There's a lot of moisture.
Well,
right.
Let's end this.
Yeah, please.
Do Minnie. I don't even, I have to hear it. And even then, it wouldn't be very good. Can you do Kermit the Frog?
Oh, you hope there.
Hi.
No, I'm
Hi,
just going to safely
hi-ho.
say no. Hi-ho there.
Hi-ho.
Hi.
It's Kermit the Frog here.
Why are there so many?
Songs about rainbows and what's on the other side.
Rainbows are vision. I need a plucker, like a plucking guitar.
Yeah.
Life's like a movie, write your own ending.
Keep believing, keep pretending to do.
We've done just what we've set out to do. Thanks to the lovers, the dreamers,
and you. It was really good until the ending.
Have a great night. Until next time.
This is the best stream.
In the happy place.
Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it as always. Leave a like, and until next week, we'll see ya. In the happy
Hamilton
place.
wrote the other 51. That just popped in my head for some reason.
Yeah, can you say bye?
Bye.